if it works. Let's see. I'm putting my gummy. Give me 1 second. There we go. Let's talk. Let's talk. I do want to say what I'm about to speak on is no disrespect to anybody, so like I hope nobody gets offended at it. Hopefully it's working. But I really have a really good topic of conversation for you guys tonight, and I really want you guys to join me tonight on this topic of conversation, so we can talk about it. 100% we can talk about it. Anyway, driving me crazy with all the earrings. I can't take it. I want to make sure that my volume is up for this one, for what we're about to talk about tonight. Hopefully you guys can write on here and everything of that nature a little bit. Hold on, y'all. My button is not button. Alright, y'all. Let's go. Let's chop it up a little bit. Let's talk. Oh, damn. I got the yummy gummy on my lips. My eyes look so, like, big, like that. You know, you have to have a sense of comfortability. Can y'all write on here or no? Oh, Lord. Hopefully y'all, can y'all? Let me see. I know Lobo said it wasn't working. Alright, so let me, hopefully you guys can write on here. Can you guys write on here or no? Alright, you guys. So, tonight I have a really good topic of conversation. Don't mind this, I just got in the house. I need earrings, this light is driving me crazy. So, I do have a question, and I had named this Truth, because I feel like a lot of people really don't have an understanding of, like, my truth and things of that nature. I love you. And I just want to talk a little bit about it. I don't want anybody to get offended at what I'm about to talk about. You know, like, I really, really don't. So, this conversation is... this conversation is strictly... It could... I was having a conversation earlier with a gentleman. And I feel like, you know, he hung up on me. Like I was telling you guys. And I wanted to go a little bit deeper in the conversation. And I need somebody to, like, and so I'm saying, to have an understanding of me being a woman coming in honest, right? And me coming in, like, not spicy, like, you know what I mean, but like just coming in, you know, like real. I think that it is important to, like, when you're talking to somebody, I always believe that you should come in completely honest, right? And you shouldn't hold back. Now, I do believe if you are talking to somebody, you know, and they ask, like, hey, you know, like, why didn't something work out? You could talk to them about it. Like, I'm not saying, oh my goodness, you can't. Sometimes I understand that you don't want to always talk about, you know, like your past or things of that nature. So I get it, right? Like, I get it. I'm never going to sit up here and intentionally disrespect a man or his feelings or him just being a man. And I always say that if I'm speaking to a man, right? Excuse me. And I'm speaking on another man, he may get offended. I have an understanding of that, right? So this is where I have a conversation with you about how you feel about it and things of that nature. I was having a conversation with somebody about my best friend, and he has, like, he's a father. You understand what I'm saying? He's a father. And, you know, like, his mother's children could call him whenever they want. And I think that's a blessing, of course. I said to him, you know, I don't have that same access as they do. So this is why my friend is, you know, like, involved. Thank you. And I don't feel like he was coming in understanding. And it was a little disappointing because I thought that since he was older, he would have a better understanding. But with him being older, I don't believe he should have hung up on me. I don't. I feel like, you know, if you didn't like what you were hearing, you didn't have to hang up. I feel like, as you know, when you're older, you just handle things a lot different. But not by hanging up on somebody. I think that's rude. I think it's rude. But I feel like he wasn't understanding of my situation. And my son's godfather. And I just, ooh, and I need someone to have an understanding of, you know, I don't have that access. So, you know, and people always say on here, you know, like, your child needs, like, you know, a good role, male role model, you know, like, you know, and he does, you know, like, he has, you know, thank you, he has his godfather, who is incredible. Okay, like, just incredible. Certain things I'm not gonna do. No, he's not. Honey, I'm tired. Certain things I'm not going to do in public is I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm finding you. You know, like, I didn't have 2 infections in my vocal cords. I'm not yelling at anybody. Like, if I can't talk to you, I got to go. I think he should have been a little bit more understanding of my situation. I don't know if he's dealt with somebody Because, like, what I'm starting to realize is that, like, most men are not used to that. And no, he's not. He's not. So please stop saying that. He's not. Oh, thank you. I literally just threw this up too. That's funny. You know, I used to always think that older men. Sorry. Oh, yeah. You hear me now? Okay, so my thing is this. I like to come and be very honest. So, you know, I told him about, you know, like my son's godfather. And again, when I come in, I'm going to come in being very honest. And I don't think that there's nothing wrong with me coming in honest. Again, I would rather a man have a sense of, let me put a face to a name and a name to a face, right? Like that's how I always think. You know, like whoever is around me, I believe that, you know, they should meet each other. And this is what I always say. If you have a sense of uncomfortability, right, then I feel like you can have a conversation with me and be like, hey, you know, I'm not really feeling this, you know, I'm not really cool with it. Or, you know, you can, if you feel like you see something, then like, you know, you could put me to the side and be like, hey, you know, I'm getting like different type of vibes from you. Is there anything going on? So that's what I feel like. But my thing is, I would rather always come in being honest and letting you meet, you know, like a name to a face and a face to a name. I don't think that you should ever come in, you know, like lying to somebody. I think that's just weird. And I'm starting to notice that my honesty is just, I'm over it. Don't accommodate someone's insecurities. And that's what I swear to you. Thank you. Like it's, I don't fucking know. It's like, and I said to the gentleman, I said, I have not met a man, and I'm not being rude. Like, please hear me when I say this. I say, you know, I have not met a man that is secure within himself to be able to have an understanding of, you know, I'm a single mother and I need the help. And, you know, like, I want you to meet his godfather. You know, I want you to, you know, like, have an introduction to, like, you know, who he is and the role he plays and how important he is to, like, not only myself but my son. I don't want to come in lying. Like, I don't want a man to say, oh, well, you know, like, they just didn't have a godfather, like, you know, is there? Because, you know, like, the first thing a man is going to ask, of course, I'm a mother, oh, you know, is his father in his life? You know, like, that's what he's going to ask. You know, like, he is, but again, you know, respectfully speaking, we don't talk. So, you know, next head honcho in charge will be his godfather. So, you know, like, godfather, his godfather. And, you know, good night. And, you know, I just, because I remember the last time, and this is actually what had happened to me, like the last time, like someone said to me, oh, I've been dating you for years, you know, and I've never known this person to be around. And, you know, so are you dealing with them? And I was like, you know, no. So just, like when you go through something in a relationship and you're like, okay, I don't want to make that same mistake, so let me do it different, you know. So let me come in now saying, hey, you know, this is his godfather, you know, this is like, you know, this is him, you know, like this is the role that he played. Again, this is just me stepping in, being very honest. Again, you meet a name to a face and like vice versa. So I don't understand what to do. Don't skip the real question. Do the godfather girlfriends ever have a problem with your relationships? He's not with anybody. Normalizing jealous and possessive is a thing. If you think that's the excuse, then you're going. He plays a hell of a huge role in my son's life. Like when my son had surgeries and operations, that man was there. When he told me it was my son's spine, he was there. Like this man has met doctors. This man is on all his documentations for school, doctors, Wakeman, everything. Like he helped me pay for Noah's like Wakeman. He's the one that got Noah started with Wakeman until I could take over. Like he'll pick Noah up, he'll drop Noah off. Like he plays a humongous part of my son's life. There was a woman that was talking to him, but she ghosted him. I don't know why, but I said to him all the time, whoever gets you is going to be a blessed woman. He's not. Oh, somebody said, I seen so many videos of the man sneaky go and get the DNA test to see if the father of the kids. Have you ever been through that? No, I haven't. Not being disrespectful. Like when I say, listen, I hope nobody don't take this the wrong way, but I know who I lay down with. Just saying. Like I have one son. Like, just like a sport. Like when I tell you, like the older my son get, it's just like damn. Like I feel like when he get older, like if he get a beard and braids like his father, you're not gonna be able to tell them two apart. Like, okay, who's who? Like, you know, when the kids, and like when a girl look like the mother, and now she get older, you be like, oh, I thought you was your mother because you look so much like her. That's how my situation is. Now my son does not look like me, but that attitude, baby, I be ready to choke his ass. But no, I never had to go through that, and I'm blessed to not have to go through that. So I'm thankful for that. So thank you, thank you, Lex. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you. No, you're listen, girl. You fine. Like I've never been through that. Thank you. Um. So I know he plays a really huge part in my son's life, and certain things I've learned from like certain relationships, which is I'm not causing the scene. I'm not arguing with you. I'm personally, I'm not hanging up on you. I'm not gonna go to bed mad at you. It's like certain things just from what I've already been through. I know what not to do. I know what not to accept. And respectfully speaking, since the gentleman hung up on me, like I'm cool. For me, it's like respectfully speaking, it's a red flag because like you're older than I am. You didn't have to hang up. You could have engaged in the conversation just because it wasn't what you wanted to hear. Like you were saying, well, what you're saying is things I didn't want to hear. And that wasn't the case. Like my situation is just different. Like, people say on here, oh, you're a woman, so you can't raise a man. So what I'm asking is, why is it that his godfather is in his life? And it's, oh my goodness, he can't be, he can't be, he can't be, he can't be. He's a man, right? He's a man, right? What if he has female friends he hangs out with? That's fine. Y'all gotta understand something. Oh, you are? I'm sorry. Sorry. I thought you were a girl. I apologize. Um, I'm sorry. I apologize. I swear to you like I didn't know. But I am secure within myself. Right, like I am secure. Hold on. I am secure within myself to be able to be in a room full of females and still feel beautiful and still be confident and hold my head up high. I'm not trying to figure out anymore like why a man can't do the same thing. Like I'm just not trying to figure it out. You know, if you have a system insecurity, and I'm not speaking about the gentleman, I'm speaking overall in general. So let me be clear. You know, if a gentleman can't come in, no, I told like my son's godfather, like, you know, if he dates somebody and he wants me to meet her, of course, you know how you doing. I'm Amanda. I'm his friend. Been friends for years. I even told him like, hey, you know, I will come to your wedding. I will always support whatever decision he wants because, you know, thank you. I'm the type of person like I'm always gonna support you no matter what you do. I mean, it do depend on what you do. And you know, I will always, and I even told him, I said, you know, even if you feel like you get with somebody and you feel like, you know, you can't do for me anymore, I would have to respect that because I would have to respect that, you know, this is her time with you, you know, like we've been friends for like 13, 14 years strong, you know, and I will always appreciate everything you do. And, you know, like if you say, hey, you know, I gotta depart ways, I will respect it. I am secure within myself and secure within my friendship, and I've learned that, you know, friendships always, unfortunately, sometimes friendships will last and sometimes friendships won't last because, you know, when people get in a relationship, it's like, oh, you know, I gotta forget about you because I have my man now. But I always say this, respectfully speaking, thank you, you know, and this is just me. I don't know how nobody else feel, but once you close that door with me, respectfully speaking, I'm not gonna let you reopen it. You know, like once you say, hey, you know, I gotta go because it's women, I'm going to tell you, you know, I'm gonna respect it. But respectfully speaking, if that relationship does not work out, I refuse to be your friend again. And I only say that because I'm not a walking doormat. Like you can't walk in me when you don't have somebody. Like you can't step away from me when you don't have nobody, and then like walk on me when you do have somebody. It's like I'm cool. And I tell people like once you tell me to like leave you alone or like you don't want to be bothered, peace. Like I am the queen of, oh, you want me to leave you alone? Oh baby, you got it. Not gonna lie, y'all might as well be together. No thank you, because no man will trust your relationship unless he's already cheating. Well, I mean I gotta respect you, but I don't know. My name is Amanda. I love you. You know, I'm just not, I feel like this. When you walk in and you're honest and you're secure and you know what's so funny? Like even with other, like my other guy friends, you guys, like I swear to you, like no lie, like one of them, he was in a relationship and he let me listen. That man was so goddamn good to my son. Like I can honestly say on here, like I've been blessed with some amazing male friends. Hands down. Like I give it to them. You know, the ones who know who they are. You know who you are, boo. You know, like they held me and my son down, and I will always thank them for that. Like, and I've even asked them, like, one of them was in a relationship, and I was like, hey, and I've asked them, you know, a few times, you know, like, hey, you know, if you need me to step away because you want to fix what you have with this young lady who is your woman, and I respect your relationship, and you want in a family, I can do that. But you know, like if you see me and you feel like you don't want to speak because you have a relationship, I understand. Like I'm not sitting there saying, "Oh my goodness, why he acting like?" I'm not saying none of that. If you feel like you need to walk away from me because I'm a problem, you know, fine. I wish you the best. You know, like, and I will always make sure that, you know, like if I see you, I'll make sure I don't speak to you. I don't, you know, like, you know, it's just like, I have to respect how other people feel because it's their relationship. You know, you want legacy, you want a family, you want that foundation, you want that trust. God bless you. That's it. Like, I'm not one to be like, to sit on him like, why he with that? That's not my business. Like, that's not my business to know why you with somebody. You with somebody because you want to be with them. And I have to be like, okay, I have to back off. So, for me, walking away is easy for me because I can walk away from somebody very easily. Um, it doesn't bother me because I have to respect, like, people's relationships, and their relationships are not mine. Like, a woman can be like, oh, I'm cool with her, like, I like her, so, like, it's fine. But then, you get another woman who's like, oh, why you always with her? You gotta pick me on her. I would never tell somebody to pick me over their woman. I would never do that. I will always tell them, pick your woman over me. Like, the time that we were friends, the time that we knew, like, the time that we knew each other, it was a blessing. And I wish you guys the best. But I will always tell somebody, 100%, I hope it works out for you. But please understand something. If it doesn't, I no longer want nothing to do with you because you are choosing her. I'm going to respect that. But you can't come back into my life. It's either you're going to be in my life for a reason or you're going to be in my life for a season. And if somebody can't understand that and respect that, God bless you. I'm not fighting to keep like, oh, hold on, guys. Oh, he still want to apologize for being disrespectful by hanging up on you earlier. Rest well, good night. Okay, back to my conversation. You know what the funny thing is? I swear to you, lie, no lie. Happy birthday, my love. So when he hung up on me earlier, he had wrote, like, I'm sorry, I won't bother you again, right? I was going to say, now listen, don't just shut up, y'all. Don't jump down my DM through because y'all be tripping. So hold on. Like, wait a minute. So I was going to text him and say, hey, I don't appreciate you hanging up, and I thought it was rude. But I said to myself, you know what? From what I've already been through with men, respectfully speaking, I'm not chasing you. Like, I don't want you to even apologize. Like, you had a reason for hanging up. That's fine. Like, no disrespect, but the apology, it's cool, but it shouldn't even happen. And I'm so, like, now my mindset is when something doesn't have to happen, I'm not accepting it. Now, people can get on here and say, oh my goodness, people are human. Yes, but people are grown too, my love. So when you say something to me like, you're grown, but you hang up, out of all due respect, that's not grown. You should be able to have a conversation with me and be able to hear me out the same way I hear you out. Certain things for me, I told you guys, like, I'm not accepting, I'm not tolerating, and that's one of them. I'm not doing it. I'm not replying back. I don't want to reply back. I done been there, done that. Like, I see it, I'm leaving it alone. That's it. Like, I see it, I appreciate the apology, I do, but it didn't have to happen. When people say, like, oh, if you hurt me, like, oh, I didn't mean to hurt you. Sometimes, like, when you do something and it's rude, that's some bullshit. Or, like, if you sit up here and you cheat, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. No. Certain things you just know you shouldn't do. That's it. I'm cool. Hi. I wish him the best. Of course, I will always wish him the best. There's never no love lost on my end, but I see you, and I'm okay. Like, I've learned to be able to see something and be like, you know what? I'm just like, I'm cool. So it must have been on your mind. Thank you. This is lengthy as hell though. You know, like it must have been on your mind. And you knew it was rude. So, you know, thank you, but no thank you. I was born December 13th. I don't know like what that is. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And sometimes what you see doesn't need a response. That's what I'm saying. Like, so certain things, like just from the last incident I went through from when the gentleman said that I slept with his friend, y'all, I swear it's like my eyes are like this. My ears is like this. Like, I'm seeing things for what they are. Like, I'm seeing people for who they are. Like, I'm listening to you when you talk. You know, like, so I'm like, okay, let me hear you. Oh, and like I told you guys, right? Like, when people keep saying, I'm growing, I'm growing, I'm growing, I'm growing, I'm growing, but you hang up on somebody, your actions aren't matching your words. Respectfully. I think he's a pretty cool guy. You know, God bless him. Oh, thank you. Hey, period. Like, what up, though? You know, my intentions is to never bash anybody. Like, I'm just speaking on you guys, like, what happened. And, like, people get on here and they say, oh my goodness, you know, you're so miserable because you're lonely. And this is where I say, respectfully speaking, I would rather be by myself than deal with somebody that hangs up on me because they can't handle a conversation. Or I would rather be by myself than to sit up here and be arguing with somebody to the top of my lungs, or like be sitting up here. I'm cool, you know, like until I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. I'm just like just blessings, you know, like blessings among blessings, you know, like I'm cool. You know, like I see it for what it was, you know, you hung up, you know, like it must have been bothering you, so you wanted to apologize. And I appreciate it, you know, I'm grateful for it, but I'm cool. You know, I've learned to see it for like what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm cool. Damn, I had so much damn water. Now I gotta pee again. I got that Pure Life water. I got this from Popeyes. I would never, and this is where I say to people, like, I will always say, if you are with somebody and you're happy and it works for you, fine. I'm happy for you, but please, if you are with somebody and it's not working, don't feel like because you're not together, like you failed. It doesn't mean that. Like, that's why I tell people, respectfully speaking, I would rather be by myself in my home, quiet, with peace, than to be sitting up here yelling and arguing on the phone. I'm not doing that. Like I told you, I done caught two infections in my vocal cords. You think I'm finna be yelling on the phone with you? And like screaming to the damn I'm ashy. Or damn I'm always ashy. What the fuck? That's crazy. I'm cool. Like, this is like this. I promise you, like this would be my face if somebody was like bugging and yelling and screaming. This is how I would literally look at them. And the whole time you yelling and screaming, right? I done blocked you out. You know why? Because I'm not going to do that to you. So you're not going to do it to me. I'm going to stand there and I'm going to... You done? Have a good night. Okay, you're not done? Okay. Like, I'm over. Like, I'm just not. Like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Like, no, thank you. Like, I done put on lip gloss. I done drunk some water. Like, I done checked my watch, and you still going. Like, now by this time, my ass probably done went to sleep. So it's like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see it, and I always tell people, like, just make sure you always try to catch something early on, because, you know, like, from what I see, is that, like, people will say, oh, you know, well, you know, they're not always gonna be like that. So it's like, when somebody shows you who they are, I will always hope that somebody believes it. And my thing is, oh, thank you. If you cannot see something, especially with the I done been through. It's like, listen, like, with the stuff I done been through, I see it. Oh, that I'm cool. Like, no, like, okay. Like, that's why, like I promise you, like, when people talk to me about their relationships, I don't give any advice, because I'm not with nobody. So what the fuck? You know, like, I I have learned that a lot of people get offended if you are not in a relationship and they are, and you try to give them advice. The first thing they say is, oh, well, you don't got a man, how you know? Sis, have a good day. Have a good day. Because, you know, if especially if you ask me for my opinion, that's why, like, now I swear to y'all, like, when somebody asks me about my opinion, like, if they're in a relationship and they be like, hey, what should I do? Don't ask me, because I'm not with nobody. Don't ask me. Like, I'm not married. I'm not with nobody. Don't ask me. Like, if you single, cool. Like, we could talk all day. But if you with somebody, don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know nothing. Because you won't say, I said this. I said jump off a cliff. I said jump off a balloon. Don't ask me. Now, if you ask me, hey, you know, like, you know, there's something on my mind. Do you mind if I, you know, if I just vent? Cool. But, like, after, if they say, what should I do? My response will either be, respectfully speaking, I'm not with nobody. I don't want to give you an answer because it could be wrong. Or I'm pretty sure you two will figure it out. That's it. Like, I'm not in a relationship. I don't want to try to give nobody relationship advice. Like, I've come to terms with, you know what? Amanda, shut the fuck up. Like, just listen. Don't give advice, because you can't. Like, or first thing Amanda say is, no, she ain't even with nobody. So how she give you advice? Yeah, you done? Because I gotta go. Bye. Like, just no. Like, yeah, you done? Like, cause I gotta go. Like, okay, bye. I'll watch your videos. I love you. I love you guys. Thank you. Like, that's why when people, and it's so funny because, pardon me, when people ask me things on here, I'm a little hesitant to answer, because you're giving me your side of the story. I don't know hers, or I don't know his, and I never want to give someone advice, and, like, let's say if they're significant other season and they're like, oh, well, you know, she's like, why she talking about me? She don't know. Like, I never want to do that. That's why. Hi, Miss Lee. How are you, boo? Um, Hi. Hello, Miss Leah. How are you? How was your night? How was your mother? And how is your grandmother? How are you? I'm just like, I don't mind. I think for me, like if someone were to genuinely ask me like, hey, I really want to know like what would you do? I will always try to tell somebody like these are like the questions I would ask. I'm so actually like, are they abusing you on any level, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, like any man? If you say no and it's just a disagreement, you guys could work it out. You know what's so funny? My father is sick too. Well, I hope you feel better. I'm glad that they are okay. And my father is sick, so I hope you get some rest. I hope you're laying down watching this. Um, so I'm really hesitant because I never want anybody on here to feel like I'm being disrespectful to them or like their relationship or like to their lady or their man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, thank you. I don't like answering. I don't mind answering relationship questions, but I just never want anyone else to feel like I'm disrespecting them. Like I never want them to see this and be like, why you asking her something? Or like I never want that. So it's never any disrespect to anybody. Like I always say, hey, I'm not a therapist. Like I'm just me. And with me not being with somebody, I never want to offend anybody else by first of all not being in a relationship, because like I said, a lot of people get offended, and I just always want everybody to just be respected. And I will always say, like, if you guys are not, if it's not any like on any abuse on any level, you guys will definitely like you can work it out. Like you'll work it out. Ooh, Andy, I like that. My leg went numb. Darn it. Sorry. Like I just never want to disrespect anybody. Like, and so I'm saying, so it's like I don't like went numb. Lord Jesus. I gotta get my little one in 15 minutes because he gotta go to bed. He got school in the morning. So, but I definitely, um, like I'm cool. That's I'm okay. I think that, respectfully speaking, from me going through the things I've already been through with men, I'm not being disrespectful, but I refuse to keep picking up the same type of man who is like just not for me. Like I see it. I read this chapter already. I know how it's gonna end. So I'm okay. Like I'm okay. You know? Like in order for you to, I say, pick up different people, you can't keep accepting the same thing, or like respectfully speaking, tolerating the same thing, or like the same mindset, or like the same characteristics, or like the same energy. Like you should be able to say, okay, I've seen this already. I'm cool. And like for me, I've seen this already. I'm cool. I love you. Have an amazing shower. Have a great night, Booski Bear, and I hope you feel better. I love you. Listen, I love me some Miss Leah. And I love me some Kiva, aka Queen. And I hope Jayceon's grandmother is doing just amazing. And he treats her so lovely. I don't know where Lowell is. You're welcome. So, I just. Okay, Andy. We're going to music. So, I just got on here just to kind of have a lot clarification of everything. I actually wasn't going to tell my son Godfather about it. Like, I was going to talk to him about it, but I'm gonna leave it there because I was about to call him and be like, like I just got hung up on because of your ass. But I'm not. Like certain things, you don't need to say, so it's like I'm cool. It's cold. That, it's just, that's all. No biggie. Good luck with your music. Hi. And that's all it is. It's just about respect. I personally would rather hear somebody out, hear me out, than to hang up on them. And I say that because, like, someone could be saying something that you may not want to hear in that moment, right? But it could be something behind that. And I think that, like, a lot of people will say things like, oh, that's just an excuse. But if you step into something, see it for what it is, like, get the energy, the vibe, the aura, like, get all of that. Like, see if you can say, okay, I can deal with this, or be like, you know what? Nah, shorty, like, I'm cool, it's too much. Never jump in head first. Just step in little by little, and that would honestly be like my best. Now, that would be my best advice to somebody. Like, if you're starting off with somebody, just see it for what it is, get a vibe of the family, them, conversations, and things of that nature. Just take a baby step. Like, just to see if you, like, okay, like, I'm cool, or shorty could just be a friend, or like, I could, be something more with shorty. Get the feeling first. Like, meet the family, like, meet the friends, like, take her out, like, see how she responds to certain things, just see. Like, if you like, okay, I like this. Or be like, you know what? Nah, like, I'm cool. What up, though? Salute. That's all. So I don't feel like what I'm saying is disrespectful, because it's never to be, like, disrespectful, or I never want it to come off as disrespectful. So it's just like, you know what? I see it for what it is, and I respect it, and I'm okay with it. That's all. My leg went numb. Lord Jesus, now my foot is numb. I was sitting on it. So that's all. That's why, like, when certain people on here, like, asking me for advice, sometimes I'm a little hesitant to answer, because I never want to give someone, like, the wrong answer, and not really, like, have a full blown understanding of the whole thing. Like, I just got maybe like 50% from you, but there's always another person always involved in whatever is going on. I tell people all the time, it's not just one person going through it, it's another person. Like, if they got into an argument, and I will always believe this, it's really hard to try to give somebody advice when both parties are not there, because, like, if you talking to your homegirl, you're gonna, of course, girl, you need to leave him. It's gonna be something like that. Or, like, you may get that one girl that say, hey, you know what? I hear what you're saying, but his tone could not have been what you thought it was. His message couldn't have been what you thought it was. What thought it was. His response probably wasn't what you thought it was. So, like, I do believe both parties should be there. But again, sometimes a man don't want to talk to another woman about their problems. Like, he want to talk about it with her. So leave me the fuck alone. Like, just leave me alone, please. Like, I'm cool, for real. It's just in a matter of, you know what? Don't tell me shit. Like, don't tell me nothing, please. So, I mean, that's really just it, though. Like, just I'm just gonna have a little open and chat over you guys for a little bit. Thank you. Just, Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna get off in a few minutes, though. I gotta go get my little one ready for bed. He got school. Pray to God he got school in the morning. Because I gotta go get, I gotta run some errands. Well, no, I'm lying. I just gotta go. I'm gonna get my I'm getting my tires rotated, my oil changed, and I gotta go buy an Easy Pass. And I said, like, I'm not doing nothing else tomorrow. I'm cool. Like today, me and my aunt went out and she went to Walmart. I didn't get anything. Oh, thank you. Like, I didn't get nothing. We went to Popeyes. I got something from there. I got two last night to eat. But other than that, I didn't spend no money. I gotta go. Oh, I gotta go pick up my damn. I better remember. I gotta pick up my points tomorrow. Hi, Destiny. How are you, love? That's like pretty much it. I'm not like doing a whole lot of ripping around. I'm coming right back home. But yeah, I will always say, and then like for me, like if a girlfriend was to be like, hey A, because like a lot of people call me A or like P and the Bear. I get called that a lot. Thank you. You know, they'll be like, oh, you know, like let me tell you what he did. Mind you, I'll listen. Like, you know, of course I'm gonna give you that respect and I'm gonna listen. But my response now, oh, thank you, you too. Like my response now will be, you know what? Does he know this? If he doesn't, talk to him about it. You know, like I heard you out. I don't want to respond for him on something that you may have gotten wrong. So my response now would be, you know, talk to him. You know, and if you're like, oh my goodness, you know, I can't. Yes, you can. Just give him a little bit. You know, like give him some time to cool off. Especially if y'all live together. You know, like eventually he gonna come home. You know, just let him cool off. Give him a little minute. Don't blow up his damn phone like women be doing. Like they be like, oh baby, you left your water bottle. He don't want to hear that. He pissed off. Leave him alone. And I feel like some women fear that if they leave a man alone too long, like he'll start getting thoughts about another woman. Or vice versa. But again, at the end of the day, people are grown. They're going to do what they want. So I would definitely say don't stress it. You know, like whatever happens is meant to happen. You know, like that would be my best advice. You know, like just give him a minute. You know, like, and I think not being disrespectful, but I feel like if you can't give a man like maybe an hour to like kind of like, you know, bring yourself down a little bit, something's wrong with you. Because you should be able to say, hey, you know, you're upset. I'm gonna give you some time. You know, I don't think as soon as something happens, I don't think you should be like, oh my goodness, hey girl. I don't think that because like if you guys are both heated, you both may say something that you don't mean. So it's like don't run to your girl and be like, oh, you know, he said F me and he called me a B. Listen, y'all both are going back and forth. You know, you let him cool off, you cool off too, and then y'all come back and y'all have the conversation when you both cooled off. And again, the tone that you thought probably wasn't the tone. The message that you probably thought wasn't the message, or like how you received it probably isn't how he wanted you to receive it. So there's a lot of different things if you just calm down. Let him calm down, you calm down. Come back to it later. Like just give it a little bit a minute. Like just you know, just give it a minute. You know, but like my thing is don't run as soon as that happens. Like, oh my goodness, let me tell you what he said. Don't do that. Because again, what you think he may have said may not have been what he said. And you gotta ask yourself, like in the midst of him talking, were you talking too? Because if you were talking and he was talking, you didn't hear what he said. Like you didn't hear what he said. So it's like, you know, you really should hear somebody out. That's all it is. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I apologize. You know, you just gotta sometimes just take a minute, you know, just take a breather. I don't think as soon as something happens, you should be running to your friends about it. Give me 1 second. Let me text my aunt. Hold on. Sorry, my little one gotta come to bed. He got school in the morning. So I wouldn't say like don't run to your girls. Just hold on. Because I always tell people, and I'm not trying to be funny, but do you know how many times I'm pretty sure a woman has embarrassed herself by like running to her girlfriends to tell her something, and then like when they both heated, you know, everything that she told her girls is nothing what he said. My thing is this: now you gotta go back and tell them, oh, you know, me and him were talking at the same time, so I didn't hear what he said, so that's not what he said. That's embarrassing because now like they looking at you like, girl, you had us over here probably wanting to jump his ass for you. Okay, so it's like, hold on, guys. That's why I said, like, be careful. Like, just be careful with that because you could say something to your girls and that's not what he was meaning. Like they see him after y'all argued and they like, oh my goodness, why were you being rude? And he looking at y'all like, well, that's not even what I said to her. Like, and a man don't like having to explain himself to a woman if it's not his woman. Like, men don't like that. Like, if you're not his woman, he's not gonna sit there and explain himself to you. He don't like that because he's saying to himself like, why am I explaining myself to you and you're not my woman? You're not the one I was just arguing with, or like you're not the one I was just having intimacy with, or like you're not the one I woke up to, or you're not the one I went to bed to. So why am I explaining myself to you? This is where they say, who are you? Not being disrespectful, but who are you? You're her friend, baby. You stay in her friend lane. Don't come over here. Like, men don't like that. Like, and a woman don't like that either. Like, if you're not her man, why is she explaining herself to you? Hold on, let me go get my child. Hold on, yo, hold on. Can y'all hear me? I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. I got a piece over. Oh Lord Jesus. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. I got a piece over. Oh Lord Jesus. My name is Amanda. So it's like I just say like and to be honest and like to be fair, I think it is rude when a woman steps in and be like, oh, like, what did you say to her? And like, what did you do to her? Listen, as long as she don't got no black eyes, and she not sitting in the back of a cop car, or she don't got like no bruises or no scars on her, they have words, she's fine. Like, stop asking about somebody else's relationship. Like, leave it alone. Let me go get my child. Hold on, because I don't know what the hell is even going on. What's up? What's up, Des? I just, and I feel like a lot of people overstep their boundaries when it comes to other people's relationships. But then again, it's like, I don't mean no harm, but someone can only overstep a boundary if you allow it and if you welcome them into it. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you, hold on, y'all. I gotta go get more. Hold on, I'll be right back. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? It's funny. Okay. So what I just said was, I think you just getting here, but I had asked, did anybody think I was being negative with anything I said, or like, does anybody think I was being disrespectful? And what I just said was like, and I've said this on here before, how is it that when people do something to somebody and they speak on it, and they instantly go, oh, you know, like, you got my name in your mouth? My love, I'm speaking on what you've done to me. I swear, that's like somebody get mad because you owe somebody money and they coming back to get it and you mad. Huh? Like, what do you do to that? Like, and that's some people, like, if you gonna be nasty and negative to somebody, you're gonna remember that. Like, somebody will always remember something negative before they remember something positive. So be careful what you do. And somebody be like, oh, you know, 50 years ago, you be like, well, damn. Like, you still mad. Like, what's wrong with you? But they will not tell you, or like, they will not tell somebody how many times you call them beautiful, but they will tell you how many times that you don't call them ugly, baby. They could count it on all their fingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, but stop. I can't tell somebody what they can and can't do, but I will say this. Just remember, like, people remember negative things before they remember something positive. So if you do something to somebody and they speak on it, I don't feel like you have the right to say, hey, you're speaking on me in a negative manner, or like, you're making me look bad. Well, no, what you did made you look bad, and now I'm speaking on it. I'm not, you know, like, this is my truth and this is my honesty. Like, people don't like when people really start to talk. They don't like that. They don't like when people really start to talk, and then, like, you know, now other people are looking at you like, oh, you know, like, you know, I never knew that. Yeah. You didn't, because they never treated you that way. See, they treated me that way. Or lie. That's why I tell people all the time, you know, with one relationship with one person, it may not be the same as the next. And it, you know, it can be like a girlfriend or like a boyfriend, or even friendships, you know, like, something of that nature. But like, people get offended when, like, who you really are to them comes out. Because then, you know, like, again, somebody else will be looking at you like, oh, well, you know, I've never encountered them like that. You didn't, but I did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people don't like when you start speaking the truth on how they really treated you. Then it becomes, oh my goodness, you bashing me? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This is what you've done to me, right? Like, this is how you talk to me, or this is, most importantly, but this is what you've allowed to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, if you don't allow it, you can't let it happen. Like, I'm thank you. That's all I'm saying. But you know, I mean, people are who they are, so it is what it is. Yes, I'm cold. Me, 24/7. Hell, I'm always cold. So this hoodie fits me perfectly. Literally, it does. I want you to tell me if y'all feel like I'm wrong for anything I'm singing tonight. Cause I'm severely anemic, so this is perfect for me. Seriously. Like, do you guys feel like I'm saying anything wrong? Do you guys feel like I'm being disrespectful? Like, do you guys think I'm saying, you know, anything crazy or out of pocket? Engage in conversation. Like, what's up? And I tell people, like, oh, thank you. See, people look at that different. They do. Like, some people will say, oh, you rep Kentucky, okay. Like, some people will say, oh, they're lying. No, baby, they're not. Like, what gets me is when someone knows that they've done something to somebody and they just don't want to take accountability, so they don't want to sit there and listen to it anymore. Why? This is what you've done. This is what you said. This is how you move. This is how you've done things. Hello. Why not? Like, I tell people, like, stop trying to... I'm not being disrespectful, but especially, like, if you are the type of man or woman to, like, go to different, like, man to man to man or woman to woman to woman, somewhere down that line you've done something to someone. Like, somewhere down that line you said something to someone. Somewhere down that line you've been negative and things of that nature. I'm blessed. And, like, you keep running because you think that it's not going to catch up to you. Everything you do in the dark comes to light. So why not just sit there and just get it over with? Like, you can't run forever. I mean, it's not going to happen. Like, you're going to have to face the people you've hurt, the lies you've told, the pain you've caused. Like, you're going to have to, like, you have to. I don't, like, what is the purpose of running from something when you could just deal with it right then and there? I don't get it. That's like if you were a girl, right? And then, like, your child mother really started talking about, like, how you treated her. Now, your new girl could be like, oh, I've never encountered that yet. Now, I'm not saying that she is. I'm not saying that you want her to. But at the same time, the way he treated her, he may treat you the same way. And I feel like this. Until you stand there and you can accept, like, the things you've done, your relationships will never work. Because at the end of the day, like, you hurt somebody, so you're gonna have to get that back. And it may be the new girl that gives you a living hell, right? Like, mind you, like, the last one probably one that did all that, but this new one, you have gray hairs and you're only 20. Like, she might run you down the mud. Like, you can't run from it. I don't get it. Like, aren't you tired of running from, like, different women to, like, different men? Like, don't you just rather just hit something head on and just talk to do? Okay. Why run from a conversation when you're gonna have to have the conversation? Like, why run from somebody's hurt when you could just talk to them about it? And sometimes what someone think you said may not be what you think that they said. Like, sometimes, like, you could be hurt at something and it's not what somebody said. Like, you probably was just so mad so you didn't hear everything. That's why I tell people, when you're mad, you should still listen. Because in the midst of you being mad at something, they may say something. You might be like, okay, well, then that's not what you meant. So now I don't have a reason to be mad. Only you can control that. Like, only you can control in that split moment what happens. And in a split second, you can either stay together or you can break up. I tell people, be careful with that. Like, be very careful with that, because if you don't listen when you're mad, you're not going to hear them. Like, the tone may not be what it is. The message may not be what it is. The aura, the vibe and energy, it may not be what you think it is. You think that because you're mad. If you were calm, you could have had a whole conversation. But if you keep running from a conversation, what good is that going to do for you? Like, if you keep running, what is that going to do for you? Like, let's say you have that same problem with the new girl. You going to keep running? Or no? Like, what you going to do? I just think that a lot of the times, sometimes it's not what you think. You know, a lot of the times it may not be what you think you know. You know, it may not be what you think you heard. It may not be what you think you saw. You gotta just sometimes take a step back and take a breather. Am I wrong? My little one is sleeping, so I'm cool. I'm not gonna be here for too much longer because I got the errands to run in the morning. Hi. What up, though? And that's why I say that before you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Before you really decide, okay, like. And to be honest, I feel like sometimes when thank you. I feel like sometimes when people jump, I'm not being disrespectful, and I'm not. I'm like, this is just me. You know, like this is me. I personally would not live with anybody. Like, I'm not letting no man move into my house. Am a hater? Yeah, you wrong. What do you mean? Hi, Kiva. How are you tonight? Like, Miss Leah was just on here, but she had to go. She wasn't feeling good, and she took a nice hot. She said she was going to take a nice hot shower. I asked her mom and her grandmother was, and she said that they were fine. Hi, Queen. Lobo was on here earlier, and it's so funny as Lobo was on here earlier. And he was like, "Where is Miss Leah and Kiva?" I said, "They've been on here." I said, "But the times you've been on here, they haven't been on here now." He was on, then he got off, then Miss Leah got on, then she got off, and now you here. I was like, "Yeah, y'all are like missing each other like stair steps, literally." How is your night going? How are you? I know it's early where you at. Girls late over here. Like, Noah is. Like, he is knocked too. Is knocked out. Well, Lobo sure enough did ask about you and Miss Leah. He sure did. Great nose. Oh, you can see my nose piercing? Damn, I can't even see it. No, she wasn't feeling too good. And it's crazy because I say it's crazy because I'm like, my father's a little sick. God said, I live you, huh? I live you? Y'all think I look fine? Okay, I'm just gonna be like, aw, that was sweet. He said, I woke up and seen your pretty face. And my dating is saying, aw, I got a dating question. Do you mind if I ask? Hi. Hello. Hit me with it. But let me be very clear. I'm not nobody's therapist and I'm not in a relationship. So please, I don't want to disrespect her at all. I never said you was a Kiva girl. Since Kiva is tired, if she don't want to answer, I'm letting Kiva slide tonight because she's tired. So Kiva, if you want to just be here to listen, yeah, let me tell y'all what happened to my food real quick. So I'm in the car. Like, I had Chipotle. Why that shit fell all over in my car? I was like, my feelings were so hurt. I was like, are you fucking kidding? Like, all my food fell over. Like, my whole Chipotle fell over. And like, my mother and my son, he was like, Mommy, I'm gonna help you. He said, 'cause it just looked like you're stressed. Like, my mother was helping me. I was like, I'm sitting there like scraping my food up off my car floor, and I was like, I don't even care. All of my food. All of it. Like, all of it. So, like, when me and my aunt rode past Chipotle, I was like, I don't even want to look at it. I was pissed. You know, this person is so little. You starting already. This is not going to be a long... Where is Lobo? Like, where is he? Not even a piece of... Nothing was like the whole... And you know what was so funny? It felt ever. Like, it felt over so, like... You ever look like you watching something fall? And it look like it's in slow motion and you can catch it? It fell over ever so neatly. And I was like... Ain't this about a... All my food fell over. I was pissed. Like, it just, like, it was so neat. And then it just fell over so neat. And I was like... And I'm just, like, looking at it just, like, fall on the sides and everything. Hi! Perfect timing because somebody has a date in question. Lobo, Kiva here. What do you do for fun? I pay bills for fun. That's fun. Like, you know, I iron school clothes. That's fun. You know, I wash the clothes. That's fun. You know, I have to make sure that he gets picked up. That's fun. You know, I go to work. That's fun. I don't know what the hell fun is anymore. Like, I'm just over it. Like, being a mother is fun. What the hell? I swear to you. I'm about to let my braids down. I can't do this eyebrow. I didn't see your question. Did anybody see his question? You didn't ask a question. Disrespect to my girl. I mean, I love him. Yeah, I just like, I need a nickname for you. Is it Rain? I hope that the questions that you are asking, I hope that she doesn't feel disrespected on the advice that we give you on here. Like, I want her to feel respected at all times. So I want you to have an understanding, like, you know, we're giving you advice on what we would do, but that doesn't necessarily mean what you would have to do. He said, can he ask a question about, he said a relationship question. I said yes, but I said, please be aware I'm not a therapist and I'm not in a relationship. And I said, I don't want to disrespect anybody. He said, who? His girl? I said, yes, I don't want her to feel like the advice that we're giving him on here is disrespectful to her. Like, I want to make sure that she feels respected. Reagan? Is it Reagan? Reagan? I'm not gonna hold you like real talk. Like, my son came upstairs earlier and like he had asked me something and I was tired, so like I couldn't ask because I fell asleep. I took a knee nap, so like he was calling my father and like he was asking my father like stuff that he wanted to ask because I'm tired. You is so considerate. Thank you. I don't ever want anybody to feel disrespected, so that's why, like, he has a question I would love to answer, but I don't want this young lady to feel disrespected at the answers that we give you. And we could try this again tonight. So I want you to ask the question. That's why I'm saying, like, because the way we may feel about something, she may feel different. But that's why I said on here earlier, like, I'm very hesitant to give any type of relationship advice because I'm not with nobody. And I don't want nobody to be like, how she gonna give advice and she ain't with nobody? I just want her to feel like she's being respected. Okay. Here's the question. Do you think a man could take a woman seriously that he had a time with that they didn't even say that they love each other too? I mean, I've only been serious with one person because I was in love with that man. See, that's why I'm saying like everybody may have a different opinion. Just because you love somebody don't mean you can't disrespect them. But okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all, wait a minute. Okay, Lobo, you don't need to say anything. But personally, if you can't have a night with a man, you don't even know if he loves you. I don't know. What I'm getting is you don't want Lobo to answer the question. You want me to answer the question. Lobo, give me a minute. Hold on. Pump the brakes real quick because I know you. So hold on. Thank you. I appreciate the number. You just said anyone can answer, but you okay? Not tonight. I'm not doing it. Cause you just said Lobo. You don't need to say anything. Wait. Not tonight. I had a damn headache. Like, hold on. Kiva, I'm kind of along with you. Okay, so see, no. So now he said, so I asked you, I hear you. I hear you. I just said that. But if Lobo has a comment, I welcome it. But you just said earlier at the top, Lobo, you don't need to say anything personally. But now you're saying you welcome it. That's where sometimes, like, respectfully, you come in as the problem with something you want us to answer because it's like you came off as like you didn't want to answer because you said it. And then you got offended when he said, like, the word love. We can't win with you, respectfully speaking. And I adore you, I do, but if you want Lobo to answer, let him answer. I think what I said was misunderstood. No, I can read. That's not what I said. That is what you said. It's right at the top. Now, if you said that you didn't mean to type that and it was like, it was what you didn't type, but I can read very well. You got it. And Kiwa just said there would be many options. You got it, Lobo. All you. Right? He wasn't commanding me. He was giving me the option. Don't worry. I know what you meant. I'm just here. Lobo, you got it. We trying to figure out what the stream is about. Like, we trying to figure it out ourselves. God damn it. Somebody just said, is this a place to ask relationship type questions only if you want to? But please understand, when I speak, I'm going to speak on something that I would do. I don't know how, like, your woman or your man would feel. I don't want to answer something and then somebody gets offended at what I say and they wouldn't do, or that's not how they feel, or that's not how they will move. So I want to be careful with what I say, because I don't want anybody to feel disrespected. I'm just here. I'm just reading the comments. Like, I just said that, like, I literally just said that earlier. Like, I don't want anybody to feel offended, because I could say something and someone else may not feel the same way and they could feel disrespected. If you have a relationship type question and you would like me to answer it, fine. But what I'm saying is, I don't want your woman to see this and get mad at me. She can cuss you out all day, I don't care. But like, I don't want her to get mad at me. Or, like, you know, if your man see this, he tell you off all day. But, like, I don't want him to get mad at me. You know, here, so are we. We trying to figure this out. Like, we trying to figure it out. Like, and it's nothing against you. We're really trying to figure it out. Like, so if you have a question, I welcome it. Please ask me. I don't mind. But I don't want nobody, like, I don't want to offend anybody. Yeah, like, that's what, like, I don't want like, I don't want, like, women coming up to me and shit like, oh, you the one that told my man this, boo. Or, like, I don't need no man coming up to me, no, yo, you told sure this, boo. You will be surprised. Okay? Like, you, listen, somebody could say, excuse me, and somebody might get offended. Like, what the like, you open the door for somebody, they get offended. Like, what the hell? And there's a difference between just because you don't think somebody might not, somebody else may get offended. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to offend anybody. Even because you don't think so, somebody else may get offended at what I say. Can you answer the question? If you are an adult, then you are responsible for yourself. Kind of touche. If someone tells you something or gives you advice, it's your responsibility to do what you need to do. You're right. So at that point in time, if you feel like you're not going to take the advice, why even ask the question? Somebody said, a stream to figure out what the stream is. I think I get it. We lost at this point. Like, we just saying, stay here. Eventually, you'll catch up. You are gorgeous. Thank you. There's a lot. I'm so glad Lobo is there for these conversations. That part, like, oh, I'm just getting opinions. Yeah, but I could tell somebody, like, I think you smell good, and they may be like, oh, why you saying that smell good? Listen, I'm at the point where I go outside like this. Like, I don't see nobody, I don't hear nobody, I don't smell nobody, I just tunnel vision. That's it. Oh, Jesus. There you go. A person can definitely take a compliment as an insult. And you just be like, damn, did that just backfire on me? Like, it did, boo. Like, listen, I told you, like, you can hold the door open for a woman, but you holding the door for me for I don't want you. Like, this shit close on your ass then. How about that? Okay, let's get back to the conversation. I'm sorry. Now you say he not okay. Let me shut up. I'm y'all got it. I'm just here. Hear no evil, see no evil. I just want to know if single people are welcome here. Yes, you're fine. You're fine. So, like, if you have a question, please feel free to ask. But again, for the love of God, I don't want to offend anybody. So please, but you are more than welcome here. Hi, hello, nice to meet you. You will get used to my lives. Like, you will definitely get used to them. Get back to the conversation, girl. What is we really talking about? Let me know, because I'm on. I just, I personally, if you really want me to answer, which again, I hope she's not offended. I personally couldn't take anybody serious without saying like I love you, because like I have to be able to take you serious in order for me to, like, say I love you. There has to be something there for me. Ooh. Can I propose the topic? Lord Jesus. Panda bear, what I said. Ooh. This is driving my nose in the sand. Y'all see this piece right here? Drive me crazy. One of my boys has a girl that they never said they love each other. And she asked why he didn't talk about marriage. Like, girl, ain't nobody loved you. Well, one, I don't think that's funny. I do not. Look, it's the piece to the nose piercing. Don't start. There was a bigger in my nose. I'll blow right here. Like, I think that. Good night, Andrew. You are very beautiful. Just want to say thank you. I can't take anybody serious, But once those words "I love you" come, they were together for like 6 months and never said it. I don't know, man. If you go that long and you don't say it, then I don't know what to tell you. Communication is important. She didn't do it. Love doesn't hit everybody at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Like, 6 months is a really short time. Like, there's a difference between I love you and I'm in love with you. Like, I love you, that's like my brother, or I'm in love with you as my man. It's two different things. And like, it's okay. 6 months is short. I think 3 months is long enough to know if you love someone. "90 Day Fiance"? Okay. Three months is a long enough time to know if you love someone, but not if you're in love with someone. Am I bugging? I knew I heard my son snoring. I was like, am I bugging or I'm like, I hear him snoring. I think everything should be equal. Let me be careful with that. um, do you think gender roles are important? I do. I do because, like, you never want to take a man fixing something and be like, hey, babe, do you need help? Like, he wants to be a man and he wants to, like, fix it. Let him fix it. I think they are. But, you can have things that are equal as well. Why would I keep her happy? She's an adult. She's responsible for herself. Oh, I didn't even peep that, key. Okay. Lobo, you got it. I think gender roles are very, very important. If you ask my opinion, I think that they are what you did. I feel like they are important. I do 100%. Like, let a woman be a woman and let a man be a man. Do you think they can change? Hell no. Because, like, if a man is fixing a tire, I'm not going to get out and help him. I'm just going to want to sit in the car and just be cute. He got it. But again, like, if he does need my help, cool. But no. I'm just saying. Or if he be, or if he say, hey, baby, let me drive today. Okay, you got it. I don't always want to drive. Like, no. Cooking should be both parties. Because men know how to cook too. No, I'm cool with, like, helping my man if he wants me to, but if I got a dress on, no. Oh, that's right. I said I wasn't wearing dresses anymore. I forgot. I'm not single, actually. Like, I'm not. Like, sorry, but I'm not single. Thank you. No. 50-50. What I can't do, she do. What I can, I do. And we split what we want to do. There you go. Enough said right there. I like that. Again, just like how I said earlier, if a man was fixing something, like if he was fixing the pipes, right? And you had on like his t-shirt with like nothing under and he fixing the pipes. I wouldn't step in and be like, hey babe, do you need help? I would watch him fixing the pipes. And then later he can fix my pipes. Just saying, you know. Lobo is petty as hell. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Unconditional donation to prove a point. Lord Jesus, it would be you though. That part. Oh. I like the answer. Are you taking? Yes, I am. I told you guys that I'm not single. I'm kidding. I am single. Did he just call me a damn creator? Single not. Tell him Key single, not single. Boy, like, I'm single, but when somebody wanna bother me, I'm not single. Like, are you taking? Yes. I am. Are you single? Then like I get with the girls, girl, you single? Girl, I'm so single. That part. Like, no, thank you, boo. Just, you single when you want to be single, like in my mind. Somebody said, but ain't that a lie? It's not when I don't want to be bothered. No, it is. But guess what? I don't care. Like, I seen something on YouTube. This girl was she was on a bike. And a gentleman had asked her for her number. And she was like, oh, I don't give up my number, but you got my Instagram. You know he threw a cup of water in her face because she told him no? I would have, never mind. I didn't remember. I'm on YouTube. I was like, did he really just, like, call me crazy? But I've been watching on YouTube when men get rejected and, like, how they've been responding to women. It's disgusting. Seriously. You would throw a cup of water in a woman's face if she rejected you? I think it's disgusting how men really something. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up. And she handled it so good. Like, she really did. She was like, I can't believe he just did that. I'm looking like, I can't believe his ass just did that to her. And I loved her outfit. Like, baby was blinging. Love, whole outfit was just like, girl, you gorgeous. Love it. He had a cup of water in his hand. Like, he must have been drinking it already. And he went up to her. Like, she was getting gas for her bike. And she was like, I don't give up my number. And he just threw it in her face. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you threw a cup of water in this young woman's face because she told you she don't give up her number. Are you kidding me? I'm not from Jersey, my love. I said, yo, like, I really been watching, like, when men get rejected, how they respond. It's crazy. Like, I was so pissed. I was pissed for her, and he didn't even throw nothing in my face. I was pissed for her. Like, why would you do that? And then that's why most women will say, yes, I have a man. Like, and it's crazy because some men, like, I've heard some men say, oh, well, call him. Who the fuck you think you are? Like, you don't need me to call my man, because if I call my man here, you're gonna leave. That was crazy. I said, did he just do that to her? And you know what pissed me off? She seemed like she was so kind. And she was like, very soft spoken, so gentle. she was like, oh, no, but I'll give you my Insta. Like, how dare you? How Her outfit was so fucking cute too. Yo, do I have okay, you know what? I'm over it. I'm just here. I'm just here. That's it. I quit. Like, I don't have a man, but if a man is trying to talk to me and I don't want to be bothered, I'll be like, yes, I have a man. Or I've seen people say, like, if they just with a friend, right? Last time I said I was in a relationship with God, somebody said something. I was like, I don't care. Like, God is the man. Period. Like, seriously. Um, and like I've heard people say, oh well, if that's your man, to kiss him. Who the hell you think you are that somebody got to prove something to you because you want me and I don't want you? Child, bye. Hi. Where is my girl sisterhood? Like, she was on here. Yeah, Kiva, you know it. Like, seriously. At a what club? I never been to a club. That's gonna drive me insane and you over here. Like, so do you? Like, real talk. It's crazy. Driving me nuts. I don't have not one bone of hate in my body. There is a type of man who is a definition of persistent. Okay, but just because you're persistent don't mean somebody want you. And no lie, it works most of the time for the most. Sweetheart, sometimes you're persistent, like you're being persistent, nobody don't want you. Most guys don't care if you have that part. You know what I think is crazy? Men are bold. I think women are bolder. Um, I think a woman would approach a man and he sees her with a woman, she wouldn't care. Like, she would still approach him. I think that's crazy. And I think when people do pranks like that, I don't think those pranks are funny. Because 9 times out of 10, a woman's response is going to be to tell you off or get, like physically get violent with you, which I don't agree with. But I just feel like, respect people's space. There's a fine line between persistent and creepy. I agree. Nothing wrong with a high self-esteem, but don't go walking around thinking you all that and then handle rejection. That's why I be telling people, like, when people be like, oh, why are you single, you're so pretty, what's your point? God said peace be still. I said amen. Be still and know that I am God. Amen. God said let there be light. There you go. Like, you gotta understand certain things. You just can't understand that you can't just do certain things. It's not cool. A poor personality can drop them looks quicker than money luck. I agree, Kiva. Like, it's crazy because you be looking sometimes like, what the hell? Gotta go, God bless, guys. Oh, you too. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, and you? I think their name is Reagan. I think. Say it. Say what? No, bro, they had to go. They said that they had to go. I gotta pee. I'm not gonna be there anytime soon, but you recommend what? I just I don't get it. I don't get it. My legs itching. I gotta pee so bad, and I'm just sitting here. That's crazy. Yeah, hi. You know what's so funny? The gentleman that hung up on me earlier was talking about you got a look on you last week. Sure, thank you. What you been up to? Trying to figure out my life. He was speaking to me earlier about sacrifices, right? And I said, I understand, like when you with somebody, there's changes that have to be. I personally don't like using that word sacrifice. I think it's just a little bit too much. Good evening, wait, what? Good evening. You have some really dope story times. Oh, thank you. I was like, yo, I'm like, huh? I had to like reread it, but I feel like a sacrifice is just, I don't like that word. I just, I'm not cool with it. If you say it like, there needs to be, I love you. If you say that there needs to be some changes, cool. But sacrifice, I'm like, I'm cool. Oh, did I call him hell? Oh, I'm sorry. Call who back? The person that hung up on me? Hell no, I didn't call him back. Respectfully speaking, because I don't want to come off as a jerk, but I didn't call him back. Like once he hung up on me, and then he wrote and said, I'm being respectful. Once he said, um, you know, like we were talking, he didn't like what I was saying, and he hung up on me today. This is somebody different. This is a gentleman that I was talking to, but I'm not with. And he was like, I won't bother you no more. Something. I was gonna respond. Now listen very carefully. I was gonna respond back and say to him in the text, hey, it was inappropriate of you to hang up on me. I thought, like it wasn't, I didn't appreciate it. I decided not to do that. I'm not going to text you something I don't appreciate when I wouldn't do that to you. Understand? Follow me. Follow me here. So I did not text anything. I left it alone. Like I told you, like I already been through certain things. I'm not doing it again. Respectfully speaking, because I don't want to come off as disrespectful. So he texted me when I was on here, and he said in all capital letters, I apologize for being disrespectful and hanging up on you. Okay? Like I didn't respond back. I'm not replying back. Respectfully speaking, this gentleman is older, and this is where I say I'm cool. What are your hobbies? Being a mother, reading. Some dudes have horrible communication skills for real. Respectfully speaking, and I'm not trying to throw a jab at any man on here, but respectfully speaking, if I don't give my 9-year-old any excuses, I'm not giving a grown man excuses. It's fine to have a conversation. It's fine to have a disagreement. It is disrespectful to hang up on somebody. And I'm not responding to anything anymore. I'm not respectfully chasing anybody anymore. God bless you. You know, I've been there, done that. I've read that book. I know that chapter. I'm cool. Well, thank you. I'm just, like I told you guys, as I get older and I go through certain things, I'm going to see people for who they are. Like, you know, you show me who you are. You show me that in the midst of a conversation. If you don't like what I'm saying and you don't like what you're hearing, you're going to hang up on me. I'm going to respect it, even though it's disrespectful, but I'm going to respect, you know, you're fine. You know, like, it's okay. You know, you know, I said that. I said in my mind, it would have been better if you would have said, you know what, I'm going to talk to you later. And, you know, I have, in my mind, I have a gist of, okay, he's hanging up. But you hung up. I appreciate the apology. I do. Because, you know, you had seen where you were wrong at hours later. But I'm cool. You know, like, I'm okay. An apology can only go so far, but it's not going to be an excuse for disrespect. And that's why I'm telling people, I apologize just becomes a word. I done been through so much with men and all the accusations and this and that. I don't need that. I'm cool. That's what I'm saying. People, please set the like up and share the live. Put the bell on. People, please share on YouTube and IG and Facebook. Period. Thank you for the love. 130 likes with live stream. Oh, I didn't even see that. I wasn't paying no attention. You know, like, I used to, I'm gonna be real. Like, I used to want to be with somebody so bad, so where, like, I would accept disrespect, like, and I would accept, like, you know, like lies being told and things like that, because I wanted to be with somebody so bad. Sweetheart, as I got older and I've been through some things, I am okay with being by myself, being with my peace, being with God, and being a mother. I am fine. You know, I'm not chasing after nobody. I'm not responding to anybody's disrespect, because I always say, you know, if I don't disrespect you, what gives you the right to disrespect me? I'm not going to welcome that, because I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to accept that, because that's not how I will move with you. You understand what I'm saying? So this is how you move. I see it. I respect it. I wish you well. That's all. It don't gotta be like, no, oh, he did, sorry, son of a... I'm not. I can still sit, be a lady, and be classy and tell you God bless you. That's all. It's not a big deal. Can we not see sacrifice? That's a little bit of a hard work. Like, just, you know, makes it hard for the ones actually trying to show you love. No, because, you know, whenever someone wants to show me love, I will always accept it, but I will always make sure that I'm cautious on who I love and, like, who I let, you know, like, come into my circle. Me and you seeing a mouthful. As I become an older man, I realize my peace is so valuable and I need to respect far more than fun time. There you go. Good evening. Hi. Hello. As long as you're accepting, not pushing away all the time. As long as you're accepting, not pushing away all the time. I don't have to accept anybody being disrespectful just because I want to be in a relationship. If you show me disrespect, now imagine if I get with you and you think that, and you have your mindset, no thank you. Hi. Exactly, 100. Like, folks will show some fake love to get past your walls, period. And mine can close forever. And I'm okay. Told y'all, my pH balance is very well balanced. It's never been off. Even when I was pregnant, it's never been off. It can be lonely. Not for me. Hell, I'm fine. Like, I don't care. Like, listen, my pillows give me heat just as well as my baby does when he gets sick and he's snuggle up under mommy. I'm fine. Him gaining luxury pleasure for quality or character and integrity. Like, I'm cool. Like, my thing is this. I'm not accepting disrespect because I'm not a disrespectful person. Like, I'm not gonna accept you hanging up on me when I would never hang up on you. Something that you show me now, that means you're probably only 10 times worse. Respectfully speaking, I'm cool. Like, I'm not treating nobody like that. I'm not hanging up on nobody. Like, I'm not yelling at you in public. I'm not screaming at you in public. I'm not putting everybody in our business. Like, I'm cool. No, thank you. Right? No lie. I'm going through a divorce. Oh, I'm sorry. And now my soon-to-be ex-wife was very disrespectful, but I allowed a lot of that in the beginning, thinking she gonna get better. She didn't. I did that. I was never married, but never mind. Cool, whatever. When people show you who they are, believe them. Please do. Girl, you only read the first 4 words of the comments and say, hell no, I'm fine. No, I'm just like, I'm trying to read everybody's comments, but like, it was moving a little quick. Wait, I see. Damn, that's what. Keep it right. I should have read it. I should have read the whole thing. This combo getting deep reminds me of combo with my ex. Why does everybody keep saying that? Like, what is happening? I hope you have a good night. I look forward to your show. See you tomorrow. Oh, thank you. Do you know Cardi is... Wait, what? Leave that woman alone. I definitely got married to the wrong woman. I should have married the solid woman from Brooklyn for real, for real. Sorry I read that, man. If you love yourself, you will be fine being one deep. That part. I told you, a lot of people on here think that people being by themselves is fucking crazy. And you supposed to sit up here and arguing and fussing and cussing and hitting each other. Oh, that's what you want me to do for your entertainment. No, thank you. That's not what I mean, Panda. I mean deep personal feelings, emotions, and thoughts never considered or even addressed by the people around you. Why I wrote SOAM. Oh, period on the donation. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I promise you that I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm sorry. But I had to think about what Kiva said. Like, I was only reading like 4 words and that's it. So I had to make sure I read everything. Thank you. I appreciate it. But that's why no, you're fine. Kim, I'm pretty sure they don't mind. But that's why I say to people, like, for me, right? Before I get with somebody, your ass gonna probably feel like you being interrogated. Yes, you are. Because again, I have to know how you move. I want to be able to say, okay, I'm cool with this or nah, I'm not cool with that. And respectfully speaking, earlier today, I see it. I'm not cool with it, so I would rather be like, God bless you. It's not hard for me to see you for who you are. And again, like, you are older than I am. No, thank you. Actually, he was doing that to me. That's the funny part. So that's why I was like, okay, I feel like I can't get a word in because you won't, like, you're asking me a question and then, I'm trying to explain it to you and you won't let me talk to you. So, like, I've listened for like 15-20 minutes straight. It's like, when are you going to let me have, have a say-so in this conversation? You understand? I'm not gonna front. I'm going through my lonely phase. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I was faithful to this person, say yes, so times a little hard. I mean, well, I can understand that because you've been with somebody for so long, so you're used to that. I get it. Hell, thank you. I only attract white girls. What? Why do black girls get scared of me? I don't know. I'm move fine, and I'm not. St. Kiva, that's why I only read like 4 words. Stuff like that. Y'all got Kiba going to work tonight. Like, sorry, Kiba. I thank you. So y'all better appreciate Kiba. Period. Like, show her some love on here. Period. Okay? Team Kiba all day. So comments were just the four. I mean, you seen what he just said. She said, I'm trying. I'm cool, you know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, cause y'all know, like, if I don't read one person comment, they start tripping. I'm like, oh Lord. Yeah, YouTube was blocking messages. Yeah, like cause Lobo was trying to write me earlier. I said, what the hell is he saying? Like, what? Anyone thinking of marriage, double think. It's not easy. It can be wonderful, but it can be horrible. Don't scare nobody off. I will say this. I've never been married. But I will say, like, people say on here all the time, oh, you should have picked the right one, you should have picked the right one, you should have picked the right one. And this is where I say, in this manner right here, what happens when you thought you picked the right one, but you didn't? You know, it's just, I believe you're going to be fine. You know, it was 10 years, and I hope that it was, you know, oh, I love how he sacrificed. I love being married. I learned a lot about myself, my ex. I'm going to pee. I'm going to read your comment, but I'm going to pee. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, wait. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I was just asking because I've learned that sometimes we have to do examination of ourselves because we can see the wrong in others but never see where we were wrong. No, the funny thing was, for me, like, we would have really long conversations, and like I told you guys on here before, I love the conversations. I love that he didn't have the same mindset as me, so it was very interesting to hear the things that he had to say. Only problem is, you know, when it was my turn to talk, it was like, I hear you, but I don't hear you. And I understand you, but I feel like he wasn't understanding of me. I'm being 100, and I'm not even getting into, if you're a man that happens to make more than the average, I'm being real, the rules kind of change. Wait, what? Yeah, marriage be falling apart because you get married so quick or so easily. I feel like, well, no, but some people, I have to respect how you feel and why you feel that way. You can be with somebody for 20 years and then get married after that, and it still don't be the right one. Everything just, you could give something so much time, and that's just not what God meant for it to be. You know, it's not always about that. You know, sometimes it just really doesn't work out, and it is okay. It is okay. Y'all, please, not tonight. I was with my ex for 6 years before marriage. See, that's why I'm saying, like, sometimes you gotta be careful what you say because you can be with somebody for a really long time and it still doesn't work. You know how many times preachers marriages didn't work out and they have God in their marriage? I mean, sometimes it's just not the one, and it's okay. It's not like a big deal. Like, it's okay. It's not the end of the damn world. Like, you're not gonna die. You're fine. Damn. Relax. Not you, but I'm just talking like when this bun is like over it tonight, and I'm too. Oh, but I'll hold myself accountable and admit I look past red flags. At least I can get on here and say you can admit you looking past the red flags, and that's why for me, that's why I said, knowing that somebody hung up on me earlier, like, I'm cool. I'm not looking past anybody's. And somebody may get on here and say, you don't never give somebody a chance. No, because first time you disrespect me, I'm out. King Von was fine, so I mean it's fine. I, Although people can still be in marriages and it's not considered a happy marriages. I'm not gonna be with somebody in a marriage and I'm not happy about. Okay, alrighty then. And that's what I'm saying. Um, as I get older, for me, I'm not accepting disrespect. Not even one time because I'm not going to give you disrespect. So you're not gonna disrespect me. Don't care who you are. Hold on. So if you look past all the red flags, it falls on you. Because you thought this person was gonna change or you thought that, like you were gonna change them. No, baby, they are who they are. They're not gonna change. Like, they are who they are. A person can only change if they want to. So I'm not letting somebody disrespect me twice. You disrespect me one time, I'm out. Now somebody on here can say, oh, you're gonna be jumping from me and a me and a me. No, I'm not. I don't allow nobody in my home. I don't allow nobody in my space. Like, I'm cool. Don't close the door just because you seen another side. Okay, you got it. I'm not, respectfully speaking, I'm cool. Okay, I'm gonna read what you said. I wasn't going to at first. Don't close the door just because you seen another side. No, thank you. I'm not accepting it. That's the problem I have right there. Like, people want people to just accept disrespect. You don't have to tolerate that from anybody. Because whatever I'm not doing to you, you have no right to do it to me. No. I mean, you like his conversation. I do. And he thought about it. No, there was no thought, because if you hang up on somebody, there's no thought. You just do it because it's something that you don't want to hear. So I'm not going to wait up here and be with you and then a year later and I can't talk to you about something because you're going to keep hanging up on me or you're going to start spazzing on me in public. Listen, if you could do that on the phone, imagine what you would do in public. No, thank you. I learned that lesson too much. No, I'm cool. And apologize. And that's a sign of being considerate. See what is going on with him. No, I'm not. Very true, you can't change someone. I know I learned that support in a relationship is and never's not. What would be an example of disrespect shown to you, like in an argument? Hanging up on me. That's disrespectful because I wouldn't hang up on you. Like calling me out of my name because I'm not gonna call you out of your name, or like showing your ass in public because I'm not gonna do that, or like you trying to be disrespectful in front of my son. I wouldn't be disrespectful in front of your kids. I'm not doing it. Like I personally like speaking like no thank you. Accepting disrespect is basically saying you're okay with the kind of treatment from others, and that's what I'm not tolerating. Like I read the book already. Like I'm cool. Hi, I'm back. Hey, Tess. Like no, and that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Like, oh, thank you. I'm not doing it. Like you can accept that from somebody respectfully. I'm not doing it. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. I'm not waiting for nothing to change. I'm cool. I gotta understand something, and I truly believe this. I understand people go, like you go through things in relationships. I hear you. I understand. I agree. But it's the way you go about handling something. I'm not arguing with you in public. I'm not calling you out of your name. I'm not hanging up on you. Like, I'm not going to back. I'm not doing certain things. And I will not allow you to then come in my space and do those things that I would not do to you. Because you're doing like something that you hear. You know what? I'll talk to you later. Oh, I would just click. Because if I did it to him, it would have been I'm childish. Like, I'm immature. No, thank you. Facts, you sound very healthy. Kiva said exactly 100. I don't have to accept something I'm not going to give to you. Like, no. Don't got time for, oh, I just, like, you older than I am. Like, and again, I do love the conversations, but the hanging up on me, I'm not with it. And I really thought about texting him saying, hey, I thought it was rude. Why am I texting you something that you already know? You know it's rude. You didn't care. You decided in that moment you didn't even want to hear what I was saying, so you decided to hang up. So now that you thought about it, now you apologize, and I accept it, and I appreciate it. I do. Like I'm thankful that you seen where you were wrong at. But my mindset now is, like for whoever you be with next, I hope you understand. Hey, I did that to Amanda, so let me not do that to her because she may not talk to me. It could just be a learning experience for you. It's not a big deal. The moment he didn't care, he only cared when he realized what he did. Clock it. Change as far as you either continually responding or entertaining, and then it won't change. Convo, respect, energy, etc. I'm cool. Like y'all want somebody to sit up here and accept somebody's that's like saying if you get me and punch you in the face, you gotta deal with it. Oh, he only hit you one time. It's okay. You lost your motherfucking mind. Like, no, you don't have to accept that. And this is where women stay in relationships and they're not happy. Like, like when they out on the streets, it's, oh yeah, this my man. But when they're together, she's crying herself to sleep every night. She's probably getting beat up every night but she's hiding it because y'all told her, oh, accept it. No, you don't. Like, you don't have to accept nothing from nobody. This bowl is gonna get on my nerves. Like, I promise you it is. I'm just not doing it. Like, I'm just not. Can y'all hear me? I just said that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, Kiva, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm not doing that. No. I'm not whispering. Because that's what I'm saying. Very annoying. I feel like that's telling a woman, stay in a marriage because you have kids, but she's miserable. Why? Or that's like saying, oh, stay with him, but he don't got no job and he's a burden. Or that's like saying, oh, like keep taking care of her kids and like the father live right next door. No, I'm not waiting on y'all know I am the block queen. I will block you in a second on my phone. Period. Like no, this is my thing. No response is a response. So like since you didn't get a response from me, you want to know that I'm cool. That part keep it like no. Period. Like I'm just cool. Now, do I think that he's gonna text me or like try to call me? I don't know. Like it don't got nothing to do with me no more. Like you got the ball. God bless you. Because I don't care. Like, do y'all not understand? Like once I'm done, I'm done. That's it. Well, thank you. God bless you. I'm just saying, why does somebody have to tolerate that? Because in this, like, this is my thing. For me, like, if I did something wrong, questions, say you talking to a guy and out of the blue you find out you blocked. What would you do? Would you try and figure out why or just let it go? I'm letting it go. I don't give a damn. Like, as I get older, I don't care. Like, let it go. Because you blocked for a reason, obviously, right? So that's why I tell people, and I'm not trying to be funny, but sometimes I'm not, I'm being serious. Like, sometimes I don't block people, right? Because they will see that I'm reading their messages. That drives them crazy even more. Knowing that you read their messages and you're not responding, that drives them fucking insane. Because now they're thinking, oh, well, she talking to somebody. Then they start getting all these thoughts in their head. Well, have them. Have them. Because guess what? I don't got nothing to do with you. I will let it go. Don't don't try to figure out why you blocked. Like if you block for a reason. Don't even try to figure it out. Because I tell people it's like if you are so grown, you either going to tell me what's wrong. I'm not playing peekaboo, hide and go seek, tag your red light, green light. I'm not doing that. Or mother may I. I'm not doing it. No. That part. For some reason, I believe you're gonna think about it. Well, you're wrong. Respectfully speaking, I'm not saying a lot of disrespect, but you are a good woman. Thank you. But stubborn as hell. No, I'm just not dealing with it. But you have a heart. I see it, and I know you're gonna clap back. I don't have to clap back. You gotta understand something. From the gentleman that said that I slept with his friend, I'm cool. Like just that alone, like just off of the strength of that, I'm not tolerating nobody's disrespect. And then from like him causing a scene, and I kept it classy. I'm not. No. Mm-mm. No. No, I don't get. Nah, I'm blocking all folks that come with nonsense. I know that's right. Yeah, that's mental welfare. I'm more for leaving on read than I take read risks on leaving. Like, you know how many people will be like, damn, like, I know she needed my text message. Like, I wonder why she not responding back. I'm cool. Most women are stubborn and rebellious. I don't think so. I'm not chasing no one for an explanation of why I'm black. Who would I look like doing that? I respect. I'm not chasing nobody. Like you do wrong, and I get it. Like people are like, oh, sometimes people deserve second chances. Yeah, but when you intentionally do something and you know that it's wrong and you older than me, no, I don't like this bun. It's not bunning for me. Like, I'm cool. No, thank you. Like, why I gotta sit up here and tell you what you did wrong, but you know what you did wrong because you apologize. No, thank you. Right? But in my scenario, it was genuinely you don't know what went wrong, so don't try to figure it out. And that's how they feel. That's how they feel, period. Like, if you feel like you was getting so upset with the comment, again, the reason why I won't allow disrespect is because there's a lot of ways not to be disrespectful, because there's a lot of ways for you to handle something different. So if you go with the first thing that's disrespectful, I feel like you're always going to respond in that manner. I'm not going to always argue with you, like fuss with you. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm just not doing it. Like, no, I'm cool. I don't like this bun. This bun is like not for me right now. Thank you, for watching, period. Like, I got a whole ponytail on me. I really don't. It's crazy. Like, no, that's just ridiculous. Like, and it's annoying because, like, when somebody knows that, like, no, oh, okay, that changes the narrative. You still pissed off from what someone else did, and now everyone is in the line of fire. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But I know when to see something, and I know when to see someone for who they are. Like, you not understand. I feel like you want me to sit there and tolerate disrespect. I don't have to from nobody. Like, you want to sit up there. That's like a girl cussing you out in public, and then the next girl cuss you out inside of a building with people around. You're gonna say, oh, it's okay. It's not okay. Like, I don't have to accept anything that's wrong. Like, me seeing what he did, you get to a point where you see people's red flags and you don't ignore them anymore. Like, you get to a point where you say, okay, this is a red flag. And I feel like instead of you saying to me, oh, it changes the narrative because you've been there before, like, you've dealt with that already. You're just saying, oh, well, what he went through, somebody else has to go through. If that man didn't hang up, I wouldn't even be having this conversation. It's like, you don't want to blame him for what he did, but you want to blame me for how I responded. No, thank you. Yeah, like, I'm cool. Ouch, my dumb ass put this on and I forgot this was tired. Correct. I've gotten out of cars in the middle of nowhere and started walking before I allowed to be handled. I'm telling you, so have I. No, because that's understandable. But then again, it's whatever that person even wants to communicate with you or not. So what I just said to him was, from me going through the situation with the gentleman that accused me of sleeping with his friend and causing a whole scene, like, I'm cool on disrespect. And he said that, like, I'm still hurt over that. So now everybody's in the line of fire. And I said, instead of him saying, you know what, you've seen that before, like, you've been there, you've done that, you don't have to accept it. You want me to sit there and accept that. I'm not accepting that. And again, why do I have to accept something that I wouldn't do to somebody? I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not being a punching bag. Like, you're not gonna walk all over me. You were disrespectful when you hung up. Respectfully, you can keep the same energy. It's not a big deal. Like, I'm cool. No, he just hung up the phone. Hi. But you want me to allow disrespect because you're saying, oh, I don't think that you should let it go. No, I am going to let it go. I'm not accepting that. Why should I have to get on the phone and say, hey, what you did earlier, I know you apologized, but, I didn't appreciate it. Because in this man's mind, since he apologized, there's nothing to talk about. I don't move like that. If you do something, you don't have, like, just this way of, oh, well, let me text her and apologize, and then, like, we could leave it alone and act like it didn't happen. No, it did happen. It did. Like, and I feel like most men will say, oh, I already apologized for that. They don't never want to have a conversation because what you did was wrong. Like, no, oh, baby, we done been through the type of conversation. I am. I am. Oh, thanks, Keela. Girl, you don't go got to do that. Why should you be the one to go and ask him when you're the one who did it? And that's why I'm saying, I've had a man not want to speak on something when it goes wrong. And I was always trying to ask this man, like, what is it? Can we have a conversation? Can we fix it? Like, it went from that to me now. I'm not asking you what's wrong with you. And in order for me to grow and learn and have an understanding, I have to let people go. I don't have to sit there and tolerate it. In order for me to learn from these mistakes and not accept them, I can't keep picking up trash. Not calling him trash, but I'm saying I can't keep picking up the same man. It's gonna get me nowhere. I look crazy like this. I don't even want a phone conversation. I want nothing. Right? I'm so happy to see someone understand what dating is really about. It's literally seeing if the person is someone I can be for the rest of my life. They say something bad to me, that's it. You definitely learned a lot from. I did, like I'm calling it for what it is. Ask once after that, let them. I'm not calling nobody. I'm not. I told you, like, I'm not trying to figure out a conversation. I know you're not still talking about the one. What? The one that will take too much of your time. It's just like I'm not chasing someone for something they did wrong. And respectfully speaking, I don't even wanna hear why you hung up. Like, you hung up because whatever your reason was, it was. And I don't like men that just say, okay, well, I could just say I apologize, and then I said, no, it's not. And then that's when a man will say, oh, you don't know how to let something go. You drag it on. No, you don't want to actually talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. You want to text me something. So anytime I do something wrong, you can hold it over my head. But anytime I want to talk to you about something, you get to just text me and that's it? No. Like, no. Like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre Dame. I don't, like, some people say different. Like, I'm cool. Like, no, thank you. And how you just gonna come into the conversation and you don't even know what we're talking about? What it do though? You go or no? Yeah, like, see, I remember. I'm just saying. Can I? If you lost service, you would have texted and said, "Hey, my service dropped." Okay. Anyway, that's where you. People really be joining the live and not know what we're talking about because, like, some people be in here ready to cuss me out and don't, and we be on a whole different topic than what they think we talking about. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about something totally different. And y'all be on here, oh, I know you're not talking about that still. Like, I'm on a whole different subject than a whole different person, my love. But okay, cuss me out. What the hell? Like, damn. Hi, beautiful. Hi. I'm from Mars. I come in peace. I'm ashy, but don't judge me. I come in peace. Lie. I promise you, I'm an alien. You don't understand, sis. I'm shooting with you in the gym. I know love when I see it. Yuck. Mm-mm. I love her. Moving on. You work, you stay on live. I have 2 jobs, my love, but when school getting canceled, it really fucked me over. Believe me, I wanted to go in, but like they canceled school today, so who's gonna watch it? My mother had therapy, so like I'm not saying you are wrong. You are saying I'm wrong. Or for you to allow certain things, you are saying that you disagree with. Trust me, I get it. You don't get it. I gotta be at work in a few hours. I'm drooling. Drooling, 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 drooling. You mean drooling or drooling? Like, no. Drooling, drooling, or driving. Like, Philly talk drooling. I don't know what the hell that mean. Like, I'm not from Philly. What that mean? Like, where I'm from, we say toot. Like, I be like, oh, you got a little toot. They be like, what that mean? That mean you got attitude. This leads to a new question. Just to end again live for about 15 minutes. And a lot of dudes holla. Has that been a problem for some child? I'm ashy, but it has been. Drawing and driving, alright then. What country is your favorite? I don't have one. Heaven. I told you. Like, y'all think I'm lying. Like, this man, somebody just, okay, like, Jean just said, this leads to a new question. I love just sitting in your live for about 15 minutes. A lot of dudes holla. Has that been a problem for some past dudes? Yes. Like I told you, the last dude said I was sleeping with his friend because he said hi. What the like, and they caused the whole scene. Now I'm talking about him. We need change. Now I'm talking about him. Like, no. I love the fight and you with your servant. So, you know what's so funny? Like, not being disrespectful, but you remind me of the dude that passed away. Like, his energy and his aura and his vibe, you remind me of him. He was cool. Not saying I want nothing to happen to you, but like, you remind me of him. Shut up. We need change. His ass is blocked too. I'm like, everybody, like, no. I ain't nobody worried about that damn man. What the hell? Like, in 2026, we can't be insecure as never. No. If your woman does not give you a sense of insecurity as a man, if you have a sense of insecurity and she's not giving it to you, something is wrong with you. Like, if I'm sitting up here and, like, I have a beautiful dress on and you know I'm wearing it for you, and, like, I get, you know, other men may look whatever, but you know that I'm wearing this dress for you. And I want you to take it off of me. Not no other man. Not anybody that's looking. You know, men got eyes, they're gonna look whatever, who cares? But I'm wearing this for you because I want you to take it off of me at night. Like, I probably got a whole matching set undone now. I want you to take it off. Not nobody else but you. Like, if I'm giving you that sense of security as my man, baby, your thoughts can really mess us up. Like, I can't. He said, I'm not even BSing, like, y'all need to get back together. That man couldn't text. He could only text me if he got his up. He probably blocked my ass and deleted my number. Good. I don't care. Like, no. I just realized Lil Bo is in here. Damn, it probably been an hour for me to laugh. Can I borrow a few dollars? Hell, my ass is broke. You know how much money I'm about to spend tomorrow? Y'all know how much money I spent in DSW? Let me show you. Let me show you how much money I spent in DSW. Let me see. No, this is RWA, Old Navy. Damn, I don't think I got that receipt. RWA, CVS, RWA, Car Wash, RWA, Target. Damn. Target. Old Navy. All this is vanilla too. That's the staff part. Here we go. Let me show y'all how much I spent in DSW. I want y'all to take a guess on how much y'all think I spent in DSW yesterday. Take a guess. And I said it on here. So let me see who really follows me. How much money do y'all think I spent in DSW yesterday? Take a guess. Just random guess. Go ahead. I'll wait for it. No, I don't got it. The fuck? I know I don't. Take a guess. I want you all to guess like how much money I spent. It's a shoe store. Designer shoe warehouse. Damn. Y'all guesses is too high. Keep it, yours is way too low, honey. Way too low. So it's a shoe store, my loves. Ooh, you were close. These little damn $60 is an insult. $348.71. Do you see that? Do you see that? Had the nerve to ask me today, oh, Mom, what's my birthday cake gonna look like? Like, I'm already taking you to Atlantic City. Like, of course, I'm gonna do something for your birthday. Do you know how much I'm spending on this trip? Like, I already put the money to the side. Like, I already gave my aunt, like, you know, like, the stuff, like, the everything, like, do it. And you gonna ask me about a damn cake? When I tell y'all, he not getting no suitcase for this trip. His ass is like, he's going with that same damn bag. He got like, no. We're going, I think, for like 4 days, something like that. I'm trying to get my hair done on the 8th. Trying to get his haircut on the 9th. No. I gotta get my hair done on the 7th. I gotta get his haircut on the 8th because we're leaving on the 9th in the morning. So like, and his birthday is the next day. So it's like, I gotta figure something out. That's why, like, tomorrow I'm gonna buy an Easy Pass because, like, you know, like tolls and things of that nature. Well, thank you. So I'm gonna put like $100 on the Easy Pass, and then like I gotta purchase the Easy Pass on top of all of that. So, and then I gotta pick up my coat, and then like the last thing I gotta do for tool is get him like a few bread pants and things like that. But other than that, like, I'm cool. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's like, don't ask me about no damn cake. Like, please. Like, y'all see how... Y'all see it. And then, like, notice, let me show y'all his gum. Let me show you how much his gummies was. Let me show y'all. Let me show you how much his gummies was. I'm going to show you guys, like, how much his gummies were. This is how much his gummies were. $27.99. Like, so I be spending like a lot on him. And, you know, like, I have to pay for his medicine. So if I can either pay for his, okay, like, two things. I can either pay for his medicine to get shipped because, like, due to the medicine that no one takes for his seizures, that car ride is so fucking long. Like, it's either like I can either have it delivered here, but I gotta pay for it, or I can take the drive and pick it up. A few dollars might. How about somebody give me a few dollars? How about that? How about that? Like, seriously. Talking about a few dollars. You know how much? Went to Target and spent $112.69. It said I saved $20 though. The car wash was $29.77. And maybe I spent $88.66. What's this one? Like you would it's disgusting. It's really disgusting how much money I spend. That's why, as y'all can tell, like these last 2 days I've been home. Like hell no. That's why when people be like, oh, you know, no, I want a sibling. Okay, well, you have one for him then, because I'm not. No, Y'all gotta understand, like, prices are going up. So if you are stressed out with one child, and I'm not being disrespectful, why the hell would you sit here, lay down, and have another one? And I'm not, like, I promise you I'm not being disrespectful, but then you have him by another man. And then I would be sitting down by the door. The door will be locked. And I will ask this gentleman, where do you think you're going? Because if you thought you were going somewhere and I have this baby, you're not going anywhere. Do you know how high things are like now? So imagine you sit up here, you have another baby. You're right back in Pampers, hospital visits, formula, like things when they get sick, and that stuff is not cheap. You lost your motherfucking mind? No. I have one. That's it. That's why like people be like, oh, you know, you got one son, how you complaining? Well, it's not my fault that you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like that's not my fault, my love. I was smart enough to stop at one. Like again, you know, like some kids, like some people want a lot of kids. That's fine. Like that's cool. Like God bless you. But I'm not doing it. Like no. Like no. Like I'm not no. Not doing it. Like mind you, like rent goes up every year. Like you got car insurance. Some people got car payments. Some people got mortgage, electricity, gas. I think you have you lost who who no. I'm about to take a shower after this. Like no. I just turned 35 going on 24. Like no, like are you crazy? And then like by the time it's time for you to go outside, by the time all the kids get ready, it's damn near dark outside. Now everybody got to take everything off, and then before you know it, everything come off. It's time for the ass to get up in the morning. Like no. You gotta buy like hats and gloves and scarves and clothes and uniforms and get their hair done, get their shape ups and their haircuts, or like, you know, prom. This I'm not doing that shit. Like no. How much money that costs with one child? Like no. Don't get me wrong. Time does fly by fast, but think of all the money that you. You're okay. God bless your daughter, though. Like seriously, God bless her. Like no, and then on top of that, I'm already like, I'm not gonna say struggling, but like I already have 2 jobs, and I'm already struggling pertaining to like who gonna pick him up, who gonna drop him off. I'm not. And then it's like some men, as soon as the baby come, they just, oh, that's not my baby. Now you sitting here stuck with 2 kids by yourself. And now men are looking at you like, oh, you know, you just want to lay on your back all day. That's not what she planned on doing, my love. She didn't know that man was going to leave her. And then it becomes, oh, you know, she's damaged good. She's only good for one thing. Do you know this woman's heart? Do you know that she wanted a family? Like, do you know that she wanted that? But as soon as the baby came, he decided to take off. And I was, oh, you have a broken family. You don't got no man. Well, she can't make him stay, honey. She can't make him stay. And but then my baby's life, since they want, my dad has two lives. I just talked, I don't know if you heard, my father was on here earlier going off because he couldn't figure something out. Like my father, like if my son is like at my aunt's house, like my father calls him, he be like, no, time to come upstairs, mommy says so. Right, so like my father, like no had the iPad right there, my father had called and he was like, no, you upstairs? And I got in the camera, he was like, wait, how he up there when he was down there? I said, Dad, he home. He was like, oh, okay. My father, my father and my sister, they funny. Like my mom, she funny too, but she never like, oh God, please. Did y'all see I got my mother some red roses and some white tulips. Did y'all see that? Oh, they were so pretty. I'm tired. Oh, it's 12:15. I gotta get off here. I gotta get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. My parents is funny. Like my mother be like, no, yesterday, right? Like I was going off and no was in the back seat cracking up. I said, no, shut up. He was like, my mom and I'm just a kid. Like we just started cracking up. I'm like, he said, how am I getting this? I said, cause you in the car. He said, no, I'm not. I started hollering at no when he said that. Yo, I'm gonna get off here. Like I'm tired. I gotta go take a nice hot shower. I got a few errands to run in the morning, and then I'm getting my tires rotated, my oil change. I gotta go get my Easy Pass and putting $100 on there. Um, I gotta pick up my coat, and that's pretty much it. Like I don't know, like y'all, if y'all wanna call me in the morning, like I'm cool. I'm off tomorrow. I think I actually gotta do something tomorrow for Noah. I gotta figure it out. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I hope you guys have a good Thursday because it's now Thursday morning. So have a blessed and amazing day. Peace out. Love, joy, and blessings in your lives. Thank you for everybody for kicking it with your girl A. I was on here a lot later than expected, but I love you guys. Thank you for the topic of conversation. Thank you for joining the topic of conversation, and thank you for all your opinions. I love you guys. I love you guys. Love Miss Leah. First of all, I gotta give my baby girl a shout out. Miss Kiva, aka Queen. Not Miss Kiva, but Kiva, aka Queen. Miss Leah Lobo. I love you guys, and God bless your daughters. We need change. God bless them. God bless your family. I love you guys. Don't be a stranger. I will be back on here in the morning. Thank you for kicking it with your girl A. Good night.